Okay, we'll just wait another minute and then we will get started. Um, yeah, the pain is pretty excruciating, but yet I made it downstairs, so and I'm going to continue to try to make it downstairs. I actually told my wife today, I was like, I'm going down to my office. I might not come up for lunch and I might not go with her to pick up our son. Um, because I would have only been down here for about 2.5 hours, and I feel like I want to be down here a little bit longer than that. So, um, yeah, it's a bit painful, and it's a lot of medication to take every day. I feel a bit not on it mentally because I'm taking close to 20 pills a day across for different reasons across different things. So it's just and I've been doing that for about the last week, I think. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Actually, more than a week now that I think about it. But anyway, oh, I think it's been a week and a half. All right, so let's get started. This is my last weekly, so you will no longer see me on Mondays. Um, the emails will continue, but my live, this whole thing will not. Um, The only time you'll see me is the first Wednesday of every month. So I will do the monthly recaps. Just a reminder, what also will end after this one is the medallion. So the people who are featured in today's issue will receive medallions. Um, and I think the people featured in the next Monday will also receive medallions because I'm trying to close out April. Um, so really the number 18 will be the last weekly that receives medallions. After that, weeklies will no longer receive medallions. The only um excuse me, the only stories that will receive medallions are the monthly recap. Um which will probably make it so that the medallions are a little more important and lucrative because only 10 people ideally every week will get them. So, monthly recap, there will only be 10, I believe. I have to do the math again, but I believe there will only be 10 featured stories every month. Um, some of them will come from the previous weeks, and then some of them will be brand new that may have been missed. Um, but in any event, all of the monthly recap will receive a medallions. None of the weekly um, feature stories will receive medallions. That'll be the one of the new change ups in order to make my job of doing this voluntarily that I do a lot easier on me. And that's why there won't be any more weekly episodes. The podcast has now changed officially to just Top and Fiction Live. It's no longer Top and Fiction Weekly Live. So um, the podcast on um, the YouTube channel and on the website, the name will have changed to remove the word weekly. Um, let me see what else. I think that's all I really wanted to mention for that. I want to remind you that TiF Voices, Top and Fiction Voices, is open and ready to receive your stories. And what Top and Fiction Voices is, it's renaming Top and Fiction Sociable. It's now just Voices, and the reason for that is there are a lot of people who want to share their work, who want to read their work, but who may not feel comfortable coming on camera. So this is an opportunity for anyone, as long as you're willing to record yourself reading your story, to send it in. you email it to me, and then on the weekly emails, such as the ones that go out every Monday, um, I might put your audio of you reading your story in that email. All of the information will be on the email that goes out today, how you should um, format the email, what to attach to the email, all that, what email address to use, all that stuff will be in today's um, email that goes out. Also, I am postponing the TiF Voices that was supposed to happen this week. I believe it was supposed to happen Wednesday. I really am not 100%, and I want to make sure I'm 100% before I do that because it's a lot to do to be on and for a long period of time. So I am postponing it. It's not going to be this Wednesday. That is also in the email. When I am postponing it to, I don't know at this moment. It may not happen in May. It may need to be postponed till June. Again, we'll see. Just because May is a very busy month for me with holidays. It's my wedding anniversary. It's Mother's Day. It's my wife's birthday. Like there's a lot that's both of my dogs. Their birthdays are in May. My mother-in-law's birthday's in May. It's a lot. May is a very heavy month for me, so I don't know if I'll be able to have the time to do the TIFF voices in May. So TBD on when I'm going to do it. But in the meantime, you can record an audio of yourself reading your work, send it to me, and I can put it in there. That's officially open and available. Um, Unfortunately, last week, because I was unwell and unable to get to my desk, I was not able to do the interview with Claudia and Julie for Earth Day on April 22nd. I was supposed to do it on April 21st, and that didn't happen. But the TIFF disruption email did go out. So if you haven't seen it yet, there will be a link to it in today's email where you can go and read the 20 plus stories that are featured, um, that are all fiction, and all having to do with Earth Day. The future of nature was the theme. One important date or event to remember is I am still trying to get the TIFF Presents off the ground. The idea is Top and Fiction will be featuring an actual stories on the website. So the theme is there, all the information is there. Um, June 1st is when I will be sending out the reminder for the submission window being open and all that information. Everyone gets TIFF notifications at this point. If you don't want to receive them, you have to actually opt out. Everyone's been forced opted in. So you get the email on Friday to say when submissions are open for the weekly Top and Fiction, and then you get the other email the following day. This weekend is the last weekend, I believe, where the submission window will only be open for 2 days. But after this weekend, so basically um, I think May 9th is when the submission window extends an extra like 12 hours. So the submission window will open at 7 a.m. on Friday and will close at 7 a.m. on Sunday. So instead of it closing at 7 p.m. on Saturday, it will be open another 12 hours to the following morning, um, to give people a bit more time to submit if they want. The featured stories will decrease, however. So even though there'll be more people submitting, there will be less featured stories, again, to just take a bit of weight off of me. Um, let's see. And I think that's all the news I had. I do want to say thank you so much to everyone who has come. Unfortunately, while my idea was to really do this weekly thing every Monday, and I did make it 4 months. It has become too much, and then the issue with my sciatica has made it um, just it's a lot. So I have to cut back and cut out a lot of things, and while I didn't want to cut out Top and Fiction financially, mentally, physically, I just can't do it. I need to make the space that I need for other things like the job that pays me, the family that I need to, take care of. And yeah, I don't want to end Top and Fiction, so Top and Fiction will remain. Um, and while I appreciate Substack for giving us the platform and the abilities to go live and do this sort of thing and have this connection with you, the um, the subscriber, I can't do it all. Um, and there are some things I need to do for myself personally when it comes to writing fiction that I really want to be able to do, and I can't do it all. Um, okay, so I just wanted to say thank you to the fiction community, to everyone. Please stick with us. We will continue. This will be here for as long as I am able to keep it going. And I foresee my being able to do that until the end of time. What I will say on a happier note, because that seems so somber what I was just saying, is I am actively trying to make sure that when I do the monthly recaps, the first Wednesday of every month, that I do have a guest or guests on with me. And I can confirm, while I cannot tell you who, I can confirm I have guests, plural, coming on next Wednesday, which is the next monthly recap. And I already have a guest lined up for June as well. And just to give you a heads up on what I'm looking for in case you want to come on with me, um, I'm really just, I keep my ear to the ground on who's got book releases, who's working on something new, a new project, something of interest. So if you have something fiction related, um, specifically like publishing or starting a new serial or something like that, and you want a platform such as this to come on video with me to talk about it, if you have an event happening that's, doing a fiction thing, collaboration, partnership, whatever, let me know because from July onward, I'm looking to fill that calendar every month to have someone on. I like the element of surprise because I don't want anyone to feel pressured if they're not able to show up. So I try not to say who's going to come on with me until they come on. That way, no one's disappointed and no one feels pressured to do it with me. But what I can say is I do have. Guests coming on for May, and I do have a guest coming on for June. Um, and I'm not telling you who. If you want to know who it is, you got to show up here to the live to find out. Um, and with that said, now I'm going to read off the featured stories, and then this will conclude the weekly Monday lives, and you will see me again. It'll feel weird because you're gonna be like, "Well, didn't we just see you and you said you're cutting back, so why are we seeing you so often?" You will be seeing me next week, Wednesday, to do the monthly, but like I said, this is the last time you'll see me doing these Monday things. Okay, so here is the Top in Fiction Volume 2, Issue 17. All of these stories were written between April 19th to April 25th. Poetry, Smiling Face with Heart Eyes, written by Joanna Simon, featured in Memoir Mixtapes. Micro/flash fiction, 19 Seconds, written by J. Kyle Turner of a fictionalized account. Resurrectio Ovum, written by Lane Mercer of My Bradbury Year. If I Loved You a Little Less, written by Aisha Jane of The Indian Story. Kelpie, written by Catherine Capodistria of Notes from the Edge. Lady Moon, written by Hannah Delaney of A Work of Fiction. Short Story, written by Child of Clay. Short story, I apologize. Child of Clay, written by Garen Marie of Only Child Originals and Keith Long of Losers Fiction. Apples as Omens, written by Clarissa of The Many Worlds of Clarissa. Chinese Room, written by Sergei Klementinovsky of Writer's Odyssey. Fembot, written by Copper Frog of Copper Frog Press. The Salesman, written by Mark Jarrett Porter of Parallax Personas. The Moon, written by Daniel W. Davison of D.W. Davison. Short Serial, Overdue, written by Bree Heron of Writing on a Whim. That is all for this past week. Just another reminder, this is the last one. Um, you can look for me again next week, Wednesday, where I hope you will join me at the same time of 11 a.m. Eastern. I will see you guys then. In the meantime, look for me to do some of my own live streaming on my personal Substack because now that we have the ability to go on OBS, I do intend on trying to use that. And I'm hoping that that will kickstart me returning to writing longer fiction, more fiction of my own work, which is what I really, really would like to do this spring, summer, and fall. So I hope that you will join me. If you're not subscribed to me, that you will subscribe to me. I don't usually promote myself, but in this instance, I'm going to because I hope even later today to try and go on and do a little bit of writing and share a little bit of my work that I do with my own fiction writing, not just promoting the fiction community, but I also do, my own fiction stuff. And so I want to share that and show that to you guys. Um, and hopefully give you the confidence to, do the same because anyone can do it. Um, you just have to have the courage and the confidence and the technology, of course, to do it. So, thank you everyone who was here for this, for my final weekly Monday live. And again, I will see you guys next week, Wednesday. So, uh, you will see me, just not as often. Have a wonderful week. Thanks.